Hello everyone, welcome to the Simperion IAS YouTube channel. In this video, let's discuss about the strategies for the mains, how to prepare for 2024 mains as well as 2025 mains. First, let's start with who should start preparing for the mains. See, according to us, though it's a conclusion that the 2024 prelims paper is comparatively easier in relation to the 2023 paper, nobody knows the exact cutoff. So anybody who is getting more than the last year cutoff, that is 75 plus, and clearing the CSAT can start preparing the mains. That is condition 1. Say even if you're not getting the 75 plus or 80 or 85, and if you want to write next year civil services examination, that is 2025 mains, you can start preparing and you can prepare mains including the optionals for next 5 to 6 months. So anybody who is clearing the cutoff, see, nobody knows the cutoff, just a imaginary cutoff. Whoever clearing the imaginary cutoff or cutoff according to the coaching institutes, and whoever want to write next year mains should start preparing for the mains. Please don't waste your time. In your civil services journey, at least once you have to prepare mains very well. So even if you're not, say if you don't clear the mains in the 2024, whatever you have prepared in 2024 will help you in 2025 to get a rank. So preparing mains takes time. It takes 5 to 6 months including optionals and essay. So rather than wasting for next 5 to 6 months and starting preparing the prelims from the January 2025, please prepare the mains now. Take 1 or 2 week gaps. You, like people who are very certain that they won't clear this year prelims, or who are giving their first attempt in the 2025, or whoever have skipped this year exam, start preparing mains. Let's discuss all the papers in the mains. First we have the compulsory paper, that is, one is compulsory English, the other one is the language the aspirant chooses. It can be Hindi, it can be Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Gujarati, Marathi, any of the languages, Bengali, any of the languages you choose. So it's both are 300 marks paper, and you aspirant need to clear the cutoff, need to get a bare minimum marks that is notified by the UPSC. So it's not scoring, you have to clear this. And there are 4 GS papers: GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. They are 250 mark, 4 papers, together 1000 marks. And there is another one paper, that is essay, which is again a 250 mark paper. The 2 optional papers, whatever your optional, sociology or anthropology or political science, literature subjects, any subject, 2 optional papers, 250 into 2, that is 500 marks. Together it is 1750 marks mains, and 2 papers that are compulsory paper. You need to just qualify that paper, they are qualifying papers. See how to prepare for the compulsory or the qualifying papers, that is English and another one language paper of your choosing. See, this preparation you can start after mains, unless and until you are not aware of, like you don't know to write or you don't know to read. I mean, you are very weak. You can start the preparation after mains. Just give 3-4 mock papers per subject. Write 3-4 mock of compulsory English paper, 3-4 mock papers for Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Telugu, any of these language paper of your choosing. Just 3-4 papers, just to get you away, just to get used to these papers. Say, just to get to know what to expect in those papers. So normally these papers have one essay, another one is writing a summary. They give I think 750 words passage. You just need to write that passage without altering the meaning in 250 words, something like that. Very easy paper. easily qualifiable, but it is said, like I don't know exact, it is normally said that 10% of the people who write mains don't qualify the qualifying paper or compulsory paper. So don't neglect. Even if you think you are good, write 3-4 mock test after prelims. After prelims, just take last 3 years, 3-4 years paper of English, 3-4 years papers of whatever language you have chosen. Write once in a while, write in every 15 days or 1 month. That is enough. Just you need to know what to expect in the paper on the D day, on the examination day, so that you are not surprised by looking at the paper. So please don't neglect the paper. Next is essay. Essay normally has two parts, the part A and part B. So there are 4 essays in the part A and there are 4 essays in the part B. You need to choose one essay. You need to write one essay from each part. You cannot write 5th and 6th. Either you write, if you write 5th year, one from this side, maybe second one. So one essay from each, 125 mark each, 250 marks. You need to write essays in 900 to I think 1200 words. So one of the easy way, or the important or the must way to prepare is go through the PYQs. Go through last 20-25 years PYQs. We have given the topic wise essay PYQs of last 25 years or 30 years as a part of our mains monster, which has the last 40 years questions for GS 1, 2, 3, 10-year question from the GS 4, and 30 years question for the essay, topic wise divided. So once you go through the essay PYQs, make notes for the broader theme. Please don't start making notes for each topic. Make notes for a broader theme. Say broader themes like climate change, women, agriculture. In the philosophy, the topic like wisdom, science and tech advancement. Select 20-25 topics. Make notes. Make very crisp notes, which has introduction, body, conclusion, sufficient examples, facts, case studies, the arguments, pros and cons, etc. Considering what is necessary to write a good essay, prepare a notes on 20-25 topics. Please don't select a random topic. Rather than that, go to the PYQ, select important themes, broader themes that UPSC has been asking in the last 20-25 years. Make notes. To understand how to write essay, you can even go through the toppers copy as well. I will explain that later in this video. Once you have made notes on 20-25 themes, start writing the mock test. That is very important. You will not be great in essay just by making a notes or just by selecting those 20-25 topics. You have to write mock test. At least writing 8 to 10 essays are very, very important. You can write one essay per week. You still have the time, still have the 3 months left. Write 8 to 10 essays. If the people preparing for the 20-25 can easily prepare very well, please write a mock test. Just preparing will not do. Practicing is must. See, while writing the essay, other than the knowledge from your essay notes, you can even use your GS and optional knowledge as well, and whatever knowledge you acquired through reading newspapers, current affairs magazine, etc. So it is not necessary that you have to only use the knowledge or the points you note down in your essay notes. Not necessary. You can use even the knowledge outside of that if you think that is useful, if that is relevant. So this should be the life cycle of preparation for essay. Make a list of important topics according to the PYQ. Make notes or acquire the knowledge. Then practice. Practice. This is must. Practicing is the must. So again, as we have said, you can go through the toppers copies as well if you are interested to get to know how to write essays, and you can even get a knowledge from that. You can get a very good content from the toppers copy, how they write introduction, how they write conclusion, some of the examples used in the essay, some of the arguments made. You can even use that as well. There is no one specific source to prepare a content. Wherever you find a great content, good content, a structured content, please make use of that. Next, GS1 to GS4. Let's just take the GS1 paper. See, knowing the weightage is must. In the GS1, to score very good marks in the GS1 paper, you need to be very good in geography, that is 110 marks, and society 75 marks. So people must know this. Otherwise, usually aspirants spend a lot of time, unwanted time, on the history. So weightage of art and culture is 25, or sometimes it's even 40 marks. When art and culture is 40 marks, modern India is usually 25 marks. So the weightage of history is around 75 marks. That of geography is 110 marks. Of society 75 marks. Please prepare them very well. Geography and society, please prepare them very, very, very well. That is must to score a great marks in the GS1. So sometimes UPSC asks the one questions on post independence and one question on world history as well. So rather than preparing some random topic, you can just go through the PYQs and prepare important topics in the world history, like World War One, World War Two, uh, Industrial Revolution, unification of Germany, American Civil War, Russian Revolution, etc. You can go through the PYQ and just prepare important topics. Whatever topics I'm saying are random. Yes, of course, Industrial Revolution, World War One, World War Two are important. And what is the impact of World War One, World War Two on India? What is the impact of Industrial Revolution on India? Those are the topics normally UPSC is very, very interested. And in the post-independence reorganization of states, that is very important topics. Please go through the PYQ. You will come to know. You don't have to like go through year wise. You can just get our mains monster on our website. We will provide a link in the description as well. Everything is topic wise divided, like all last 25 30 years, I think 40 years papers of post independence we are given in one page. So you can just very easily like go through the topic wise. These are the questions asked on the reorganization of state. These are the topics questions asked on industrial revolution. These are the questions asked in the last 40 years on World War One and World War Two. You can easily go through that. Don't worry about going through the PYQ yourself and wasting time. You can go through our compilations. Coming to the GS2, see, GS2 has mainly three important subjects. One is Indian polity and governance, that is 100 marks, 110 marks. Governance and social justice 90 mark, and international relation 50 marks. See, international relation is mainly current affairs. Even in the governance and social justice, whatever the question they ask is based on the current affairs. Current affairs is important here, and even in the Indian polity and governance as well. They are static, especially first two parts, Indian polity and governance, and Indian polity and constitution, governance and social justice. They are static as well as current affairs. International relation is purely current affairs. Please don't go and study some value added material and random things, not necessary. Whatever is there in the news, please prepare them very well. Last 1 year current affairs is important. Again, going to the paper 1 GS1, geography can be a current affairs as well. So if the volcanoes are in news, if urban floods are in news, normally they ask in the geography. Art and culture and modern India are purely static. Society is current affairs as well. If anything related to the woman happens, anything related to education and health, or that of the regionalism, secularism, etc. happens, they are important. Normally they ask that question. Last year in the prelims, I think they have asked a question on question related to 33% reservation for women in Lok Sabha and State Assembly. So they might ask that question again in the mains as well. So we never know. So geography and society, it is better to keep an eye on the what are important current affairs. Art and culture, modern India, not necessary. International relation is purely current affairs. Indian polity and constitution and governance and social justice, current affairs as well as static. Now coming to GS3. See, GS3 has lot of subjects. It has Indian economy, which is 50 marks, agriculture, which is 50 mark, environmental 50 mark, environment 50 mark, disaster 10 or 15 mark, one question on disaster management, science and technology 40 marks, internal security around 40 50 marks, 50 marks. So it has lot of subjects. So it can vary. In every year, they might increase the weightage of subject by 10-15 marks, but these are broad. So Indian economy 50 mark important, agriculture 50 marks, environment 40-50 marks, internal security 50 marks. So normally I think they maintain economy 50 mark, agriculture 50 and internal security 50 mark as it is. That is almost fixed. They vary in environment, disaster management and science and technology, but not much. Sometimes environment can be 30 to 40 marks. They might increase the disaster management to 15 to 20 marks. So there is no much changes. So you can, whatever the general classification we have given in this particular chart, you can follow this. So it is very important to understand the importance of subject, because how much is the time to give. So with the 90 days left for the mains, where to focus, where to spend your time is very, very important. So in all these subjects, static is important, but it is mostly current affairs based. Say there is a topic on Naxalism and left wing extremism. If this particular topic is in news in the last 1 year, they will ask a question on this particular topic of the syllabus. So whatever the question they asked here is current affairs based, and the static is important as well. It is important. It is, you don't have to spend a lot of time studying the static, but basic awareness, the basics of left wing extremism, Naxalism, so the basics of border security in India, the cyber security, etc., is necessary to know, but it is current affairs as well. Current affairs is important in the paper 3. In the GS4 normally has two parts, that is theory and case studies. Theory normally they ask 13 questions. In that, question number 3A, 3, question number 3B and question number 3C are the quotes. They give 3 quotes and ask you to explain that quotes. And part 2 is case studies, 120 marks. The 20 marks 6 questions they ask case studies. So that's the ethics. See, ethics and essay are the two papers where you have to put less efforts and score very high marks. The GS1, GS2, GS3, there are more subjects and more topics, and even the syllabus is large. Even just by, if you go through the syllabus in the UPSC notification itself, it has a lot of things mentioned in GS1, GS2, GS3. But GS4 and essay is like very less syllabus. Prepare 20 to 25 topic notes in the essay. Start writing mock test. If any topics is not covered, make notes, revise and write again. Coming to the essay, it's a very less number of topics. It has ethics, attitude, aptitude, ethics in international relationship, probity in governance, corporate governance, etc. and the case studies. Even in the case studies, we'll explain that in future. There are 5 to 6 or I think 8 to 10 important themes which UPSC keeps repeating on corruption, on gender issues, on sexual harassment at workplace. There are very, very specific topics. So you can prepare ethics very well. Try to score very good marks like 130 plus in ethics. The people in 2023 I think have scored 135. So your target should be that. Next is how to prepare, how to make notes. Make 1 or 2 A4 sheet notes on each topics mentioned in the syllabus or the PYQ theme. Don't make a very exhaustive notes like on every topic mentioned in the syllabus you are making 5-10 page notes of A4 sheet notes. It is not necessary. Make 1 or 2 A4 sheet notes on the each topic mentioned in the syllabus and PYQ theme. Very crisp notes. Make it very crisp notes, very revise friendly, very recall friendly. So make it very revise friendly. Like what are, like just to give example, these are the few important themes we have notified. We have noticed ourselves, not notified. We have noticed ourselves in the art and culture. So this is just an example. These are not the themes, just an example, just for art, specific to art and culture. Indus Valley Civilization, very favorite topic of UPSC. UPSC has asked many times. So you can prepare say 2 to 4 page notes or 2 A4 sheet notes on this. The Bhaktiism is very important. Jainism and Buddhism is important. Rock cut architecture is important. They have asked many times. This question I think UPSC has asked 4 or 5 times. Chola architecture is important. Gandhara. If you go through the last 20 years paper, this question is asked 4 to 5 times. Gandhara. Nagara and Dravida architecture, Indian school of philosophies, Delhi Sultanate and Mughal architecture, Vijayanagar architecture and literature. I think even this question is important. Mughal architecture, there was some like few times. So once syllabus and important themes are prepared, go through the current affairs. Okay, once you prepared a basic, say whatever mentioned in the syllabus, each word in the mentioned in the syllabus, you have made a notes, you made notes on important themes. Go through the current affairs and see whether those themes were in news. Then that becomes very important, most important. We will give example as well. In the 2023, volcano is one of the very important themes in the geography. Volcanoes were in news in the 2023. There were many volcano eruptions across the world in the 2023. So the question in the 2023 mains was, what are the recent volcano eruptions? Name few. And what is the impact of volcano eruption on environment or weather? There was such one question in the GS1. So that is how you prepare. Volcano is important theme, and from the PYQ, it's an important topic mentioned in the syllabus as well, and that is in news. That is in news. That is in news numerous times, many times. Then that becomes very important. That is how you should prepare for the mains. So what should be the like life cycle, or what should be the way to handle GS? Make notes, make a crisp notes, read them, revise them, write mock test. Very important. As we said, even in the case of essay, make notes, revise, write the mock test. Writing the mock test is very important. Either if you have resources, you can write a mock test, or take PYQ, make a small group of 2-3 friends, write answer for the PYQ as well. Even that is enough. But if it is advisable to spend some amount of resources on mock test, please write at least 4-5 mock test, at least 4-5 mock test per paper. For GS1 4 papers, GS2 4 papers, GS3 4 papers, and GS4 papers. So it is advisable to write some full length at least mock test for the GS. So what is the life cycle? Based on the topics mentioned in the syllabus, based on the important themes from the PYQ, make notes, make crisp notes. Don't make very bulky notes. Don't make a 10-page notes on volcanoes. Please make it very crisp notes. We will explain even how to make notes. Then read it, revise it, write a mock test. You are going to get very good marks. 463 is the highest mark scored in the GS in the 2023. 463. It is scored by the rank 2, I think. So your target should be that. Try to score 450 plus marks in the GS. Then only you will get a cadre and a service of your wish, whatever you want to. If you want to get IAS and your home cadre, try to score above 450 in the GS. How to make notes? Then that is very important question. So let's take a question of let me take a topic here, that is urbanization. Say prepare an intro. Intro can be a definition as well. Prepare an intro. Know few data. What is the percentage of urbanization in India, etc. Know what is relevant data. What are the causes of urbanization? Please know that. What are the causes of urbanization? What are the consequences? Consequences can be pro and con as well. Urbanization has a positive consequences, that is more job opportunities, more job opportunities for the women, more inclusive. Negatives are creation of urban slums, etc. So it has both pro and con, positive and negative consequences. So causes, consequences, what should be the way forward? If you know any recommendation, committee recommendation, you can include here. You can include the government schemes, like the government is having the smart city scheme, government is having the scheme Amrut. There are few schemes very specific to urban areas. You can know that scheme as well. Then it's a very good conclusion. This is how you prepare a notes for a particular topic. Conclusion. Even to add, you can add other even high protein contents. One of the high protein content is this committee recommendation. One second. is committee recommendation. The other is the important data. Another one is diagrams. We will show few diagrams in the next slides as well, how to get diagrams. Important good diagrams, flowcharts, examples. In the ethics GS4, you can even have a quotes. So this is how you prepare a notes on each topic. So modern India, art and culture, the world history, post-independence, ethics, these are less of current affairs. In ethics, maybe if RTA is in news, then they might ask a question. Otherwise, these topics, world history, post-independence, modern India, art and culture, and ethics, these are less to do with current affairs, mainly static paper. The remaining everything current affairs has its relevance. So very specifically coming to the GS4, the part A is 130 mark, part B is 120 marks. Case studies 20 into 20 marks, 6 case studies, 120 marks. So there are, I think, 6 to 8, you can say roughly around 8 themes UPSC ask the case studies. Go through the PYQ and prepare a model answer for them. The few case studies themes are, one is they ask a case study on corruption. You need to know how to ask these questions, answer these questions, corruption. Next is gender issues, the another important theme. Next important is uh, disaster management. The next important is law and order. Another one is sexual harassment. These are few themes. Identify these themes, prepare a model answers, and be ready with your answers. Either you can prepare a model answer yourself, or you can get our Simperion IAS Mains Monster Ethics material. We will provide the link. We will provide a link to our question bank, that is 40 plus years of question bank, and ethics model answers, which has answers for all the questions of last 11 years in the descriptions. You can get even that as well. Next, coming to the optionals, we will provide tell you a very innovative way how to prepare optionals, very path breaking way. In the optionals, it has two papers, GS1 and paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 normally they ask 28 questions. In the paper 2 normally they ask 28 questions. You need to answer 19 questions in the one paper, 19 questions. Totally together you are answering 38 questions. Because why we are saying that is optional paper has a choice. So in the optionals has part A, that is 4 questions. Part A has 4 questions. Part B has another 4 questions. Question number 1, which has 10 marker 5 questions, and question number 5, that which has 10 marker 5 questions, are compulsory. You can choose 2 questions from the part A, or you can choose 2 questions from the part B. If you choose 2 questions from the part A, you have to choose 1 question from the part B. If you choose 2 questions from the part B, you have to choose 1 question from the part A. So please go through that. How to prepare optional? Optional, just take last 25 years, previous year question papers, last 25 years, maybe from 2001, last 25 years paper, topic wise divided. Make notes for those topics. Say we will give an example. If you go through the anthropology or the sociology, there is a topic called as dominant caste. Take all the questions that is asked on either MN Srinivas or the dominant caste and prepare a notes. They might ask, say, 1 question every 2 years. Say in 25 years there will be around 12 to 13 questions. Some question may be repetitive, some question are not repetitive. For the non-repetitive questions, repeated questions you can club together. And for the non-repeated questions, prepare a notes. There may be, after repetition, there may be 6 to 7 questions. This just example. Prepare notes for all 6 to 7 questions. One topic is over. So in this way, you can prepare answers for around 400 to 500 questions. Once you prepare the answer for 400 to 500 questions, According to the PYQs, whatever topics are left out, whatever the topics are left out according to the syllabus, then make a notes for them. Just make a notes for them. So around out of this 400 to 500 question which we have made a list from the PYQ, 70 to 80%, I can even say 80% questions will come from here itself. But if any topics is left out from the PYQ, make notes on them as well. Very crisp notes, very quality notes. See, optionals you don't get no marks just writing very general answers. It has to be a very high quality, like people in anthropology are getting 330 plus. So it has to be extremely high quality answers. The answers in the GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, even in essay has to be very high quality. We'll explain that in the other slide, even taking example of GS4. So this is how you prepare an optional. Now coming to the diagram, see, the topic here we have taken for explanation is emotional intelligence. This is the emotional intelligence components according to the Goleman. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. If I am wrong, extremely sorry. According to these are the components of emotional intelligence. Next, this particular diagram is on how to practice emotional intelligence in everyday life. And this is like how to use emotional intelligence, I think, in the by the public servant, in people in public life. The next is benefits of emotional intelligence, another diagram. Benefits of emotional intelligence. This is what we have talked previously, this kind of a value addition. If you can write once in a while here and there one good diagram, it will create a good impression and it will fetch you half or 1 mark extra. So please don't overdo it. Please don't time too much of time on getting the diagrams. For each topic in the syllabus or each important theme, wherever necessary, wherever it is relevant, that is very must. Wherever relevant, prepare one diagram each. Here we are just given example of 3-4 diagrams just to show that how diagrams can be used. Next, this is the GS answer. GS4 answer from our ethics mains monster. Here topic is, what do you understand by the ethical human conduct? In what way important in the ethical along with being professionally competent? What is ethical human conduct and what is its important? So first we are given a definition of ethical human conduct. Next we are given what are the components of ethical human conduct or understanding ethical human conduct. Very important is importance of ethical human conduct and professional competence. Importance. See here, we are given 8 points. Ethical human conduct and professional competence together builds a trust. We have given, see, we cannot write a very random example. When I was working in some corporate, this is how I upheld ethical human conduct. No. Now you have to write very specific, very standard examples, then only you will get 135. We have given example of Tata Group. Then long-term success, we are given Infosys example. Having ethical human conduct leads in risk mitigation. We are given Enron scandal example. Positive work environment. We are given Google example. Social impact. We are given Devi Shetty's example. Narayana Hridayalaya example. Helps in better decision making. We are given pharma company examples that is related to AIDS in South Africa. How ethical human conduct by the leaders inspire the whole organization. We are given Satya Nadella examples. How ethical human conduct can help even individual as well. It helps in personal fulfillment. We are given Warren Buffett example. So many examples we are given. Nobody, I think no one in India, we can say with the confidence, would have prepared this kind of notes. This is not some random notes. This is notes with extremely high quality content. If you write these answers out of 10 mark, at least you are getting 7 to 8 marks. So we have given a definition, introduction, understanding ethical human conduct, importance of ethical human conduct and professional competence, 8 points, 8 examples, very standard examples. Then we have given a conclusion here. You can read the conclusion as well. I'll read the conclusion for you. Ethical human conduct is integral in professional life, enhancing the competence and success. It benefits individuals, organizations, and society, grounding achievements in the moral principles. So where your achievements will be grounded in moral principles. So this is just an example of one of the just model answers from our ethics monster. So in our telegram group, telegram group, you can get compilation of 70 to 80 diagrams of ethics for free. We are given that for free. There is a PDF document, you can get that. In the future, in 1 or 2 days, we will even give the quotes, which has 50 quotes which are topic wise. Even the diagrams are topic wise divided, so that you don't have to struggle while using them. We are given these are the diagrams useful for emotional intelligence, these are for corporate governance, these are for probity in governance, these are for corruption, and even the quotes. So that is for today. Please subscribe to Simperion IAS YouTube channel. Please join our telegram group UPSC Mains GS 2024. We will provide link to our telegram group, link to our ethics monster, mains monster, that is our ethics previous year answers book, link to our mains question bank. All the 3-4 links we will provide in the description. We will provide a link to our website as well. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks.